Look at a giraffe trying to give birth on a 35-degree Scree slope. You take 2,000 pounds of counterbalanced meat, hoist it onto 4 brittle carbon fiber telephone poles, give it a 6-foot neck that creates a permanent hydraulic pressure crisis, and then drop it onto crumbling sandstone during a breech delivery. This is not just a medical emergency. It is an active mechanical catastrophe. Down on the canyon floor, the amniotic fluid hits the hot rock, radiating an all-you-can-eat biological beacon. 4 spotted hyenas and 2 opportunistic leopards pick up the scent immediately. They initiate a textbook split-flank pincer movement up the shale, licking their chops at what looks like the easiest drive-through buffet in the Rift Valley. If the mother attempts to stand, the loose Scree will shear her rear fetlocks, dislocating her pelvis and ending her existence on the spot. If she stays down, she suffocates her unborn calf in minutes. How do you survive when every single law of physics and evolutionary biology is actively trying to foreclose on your mortgage? The hyenas close the distance to 12 yards, their bone-crushing jaws trembling with predatory anticipation. The lead female snaps at the air, ready to lunge for the exposed hamstring. But then, the canyon rim detonates. 4 towering adult female giraffes come thundering down the shale slope, sliding through loose rock with all the grace of 4 runaway cranes in an earthquake. This is the nursery tower, and they did not come to negotiate. Hitting the bottom of the slope, they immediately deploy into an interlocking 360-degree armored perimeter. Their towering hooves stomp the Scree into powder, sending a shower of jagged gravel straight into the eyes of the advancing hyenas. Evolution might have denied these herbivores claws or venom, but it compensated by attaching 16-pound solid-bone sledgehammers to the ends of 10-foot hydraulic pistons. A single downward kick from an adult female giraffe delivers enough foot-pounds of kinetic energy to cave in a hyena's ribcage and fold it like cheap lawn furniture. But defensive artillery alone will not fix the grim reality inside the ring. The mother is running out of blood, and the baby is running out of air. The newborn calf is locked in a reverse breech, wedged against the mother's compressed pelvic arch on an incline that turns gravity into an executioner. The infant's oxygen supply through the umbilical cord is pinching shut by the second. If they do not clear the airway and extract the body within 10 minutes, the calf sustains irreversible brain damage. But giraffes do not possess opposable thumbs, surgical forceps, or medical degrees. What they do have is raw, coordinated sisterhood and 500 pounds of solid cervical muscle. 2 towering females drop their centers of gravity, hooking their long, muscular necks directly under the downed mother's ribcage and shoulder blades. They are turning their own spines into a living hydraulic crane. The sheer biomechanical load is staggering. The cervical vertebrae groan under the strain of hoisting a ton of dead weight off the jagged stone. One wrong slip on the crumbling Scree, and the lifting cows risk compound fractures that mean instant death. Why would unrelated females risk complete skeletal collapse for another cow's offspring? Because in a nursery herd, genetic survival is a team sport, and nobody clocks out early. While the 2 cranes heave the mother's upper torso to alleviate pelvic pressure, the matriarch steps into the splash zone. Using her prehensile, 18-inch muscular tongue and broad, calloused muzzle, she grips the calf's protruding hindquarters and begins an agonizingly precise traction maneuver. She pulls with calculated, rhythmic surges, timing each heave with the mother's weakening uterine contractions. Down in the gorge, the predators realize their lunch window is slamming shut. Desperate, the 2 leopards vault off the upper sandstone ledges, attempting an aerial ambush over the top of the defensive ring. Bad idea. The perimeter guard detects the shadows, whipping her 6-foot neck through the air like a medieval wrecking ball. Her ossicones connect with the lead leopard mid-flight, with a sickening crack swatting the 90-pound cat out of the sky and slamming it against the canyon wall like a discarded rag doll. The hyenas scramble backward in pure terror, suddenly remembering why sane apex predators usually avoid picking fights with living siege towers. A desperate heave of pure muscle. The matriarch tears life from the brink, motionless. Every second without breath draws the shadow closer. A sudden gasp, a fragile cry that ignites the herd. 4 towering sentinels hold the line, turning Scree into a fortress Oss. Living cranes, muscular necks strain to lift 2,000 pounds of dead weight. The mother rises. An impenetrable shield locks around the newborn. A mother's touch urges trembling, toothpick legs into gear. In thunderous lockstep, the giants shatter the predator line. Out of the deadly gorge and into the golden sanctuary. Nature offered no blueprints for survival here. Yet together, the sisterhood rewrote the rules.